TikTok, according to Dow Jones. The report cited no other matter. Now, the Trump administration has declared the video sharing app a national security threat, and Microsoft is also pursuing TikTok. Speaking of pursuing, Simon Property owns up 5%. The mall owner has been in talks with Amazon.com to transform former department stores into fulfillment centers. This also according to Dow Jones, citing the matter. PPL's up 1.5%. Utility said started the process to sell its UK business, which accounts for about 30%.
That was my entry point, triple leverage entry point.
No Amazon,
cash,
no Facebook.
Kodak.
You're going Kodak. You thought you're buying the film business, but
Actually, I did.
Boy, the day traders in there. I mean, you follow some of those trading forums, Tom. Those, on the internet, and they're just ripping in and out of Kodak. But this is kind of the price you
that's
pay.
the old story. How do you have a $100,000 retirement account to a day trading fund starting at $300,000?
Right, exactly.
It's a
Check
joke,
one, two.
but you got to be careful out there, folks.
Yep.
We hope we're giving you some respect over there, particularly with Barry Ritholtz, who's been very, very good on it. Why don't you bring in our esteemed next guest, who remembers the last time the Detroit Tigers were playing this good at baseball?
Exactly right.
Yeah,
Arthur
man.
Levitt,
What's up,
former
everybody?
chairman of
Good
the
morning,
Securities
everybody.
Exchange
Marcus
Commission,
Conte.
Bloomberg LP board member.
Thank you, Bloomberg News. Thank you, Bloomberg News, for bringing us into the modern age, bringing us into the modern moment, bringing us into the moment about what the hell's going on Wall Street, because as goes Wall Street, goes the world. So we got a couple of mundane, kind of weird stories today. Just kick out some weird stories. I got some really good stories coming. Right now, I want to talk about some mundane shit. That's it. We're going to talk about the black racist soon. The black racist at Brooklyn Hospital. Oh, shit. A couple of LARPers, too. They're in trouble. Okay. Talk about those stories another time. But right now, let's talk about this ridiculous issue with the Japanese company making masks. Bull fucking horn masks. Bullhorn masks that have built-in translators. As if it couldn't get crazier, right? As if it couldn't get more ridiculous. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Martini, motherfuckers on the wrench. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. God, I love this show, man. I love you guys, man. This is the shit right here, man. We got like a fucking community. As long as I can get my shit together, on time, 9 a.m., and not get my ass kicked on the street, I think we got a winner here. My leg still hurts, man. Fucking my leg. Get some. I'll shoot. Oh man, it fucking hurts. God damn it. Oh, it's a fucking, god damn. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm flexible, man. I can show you that shit, man. It's not I don't think it's my calf. I think it's the tendon. It still hurts. I could walk. Obviously, I could, I'm hobbling around. I'm not walking. I'm not walking fluently. I'm hobbling around. So it still hurts. But that's okay. There's marked improvement over the last 48 hours. So I don't think it's anything severe. I think it's just, fucking, I don't know. It's just a pull, right? It's just a pull tendon, whatever, man. Whatever, fuck, man. I got fucking tooth, too. I got my fucking, I got to pull my fucking tooth out, too, man. Got no tooth. I got a fucking gap and a broken leg, man. It's hard, man. It's hard being me. It's hard being me.
It is. And that's true, that we don't get the same kind of transparency.
There's so much bullshit in the world right now, man. That's why you need to do this shit, man. You need to do this. Fake, fucking stupid masks, opportunists, right? Making masks. What else we got here? We got some, what else we got going on here? Fucking, now Trump pushes back. Trump pushes back, saying that the U.S. election infrastructure is going to be hacked by Chinese. How stupid. How fucking stupid, man. Just stupid stories. A little story about New York's largest hospital network was using garden hoses to fix their ventilators because they were dependent on the supply chain, China, and China cut them off. And suddenly their ventilators didn't work, so they went to the store to buy some garden hoses. We'll look at that story. Well, William Barr, the magical William Barr, the right hand of Trump, says U.S. facing new form of urban guerrilla warfare. New? It's new? They're fucking burning the joints. They're smashing windows and tearing down statues, the Antifa Black Lives Matter guerrillas. It's not new. But he says it's a lust for power. Well, look at that. We have a new, great story. There is a new Tiger Woods. A new Tiger Woods, 23-year-old, half Japanese, Colin Morikawa. Colin Morikawa stunningly wins the PGA Championship. Woo! You gotta love sports, man. You gotta love. I love fucking. I don't play golf, but I love to watch it. It's such a high degree of skill. I had a guy try to hit a 200 and he hit the ball. He tried to hit the ball to the green, to the pole, right, to the hole. It was 243 feet away, right, and he got it 241 feet. I mean, just crazy shots like that. So this guy's a fucking champion. He wins the PGA Championship. Young guy. We'll look at that. Look at some of his highlights. He's a good player, man. He looks good. And we'll get into some of the monuments that are getting torn down and San Francisco politicians, racist Joe Biden. Did I mention racist Joe Biden? Racist Joe Biden will pick his pick. The racist Joe Biden will pick his black woman to stand beside him and lose to Donald Trump come November 3rd. So this week we're expecting, it has to happen. The fucking, come on, man. It's already August 10. They're going to have a convention allegedly on August 17, a week away. They don't even have time to get the face out there, right? They don't even give us a chance to smear the contestant. All right, you put it out there already, fucking Joe. We know it's going to be a black woman. He says, black woman, black. I'm picking a black woman. Come on, man. I'm picking a black woman, man. Come on, man. I'm picking a black woman because black is next. Fucking Joe Biden. So we'll look at Joe Biden's racial nonsense. And Bernie Sanders put up something interesting. I respect him. The tax the billionaires. We'll look at that at the end. Right? Fucking Bernie. Poor Bernie. What's Bernie doing right now, man? Bernie's like fucking... He's 79. He had a good run. I just hope history doesn't smear him as a sellout and all that stuff. Because he brought some good ideas to the table. He just wasn't the right politician to get it done. He didn't have the... I mean, his balls are old. I think if Bernie Sanders would have run for the presidency, maybe when he was in his 50s or 60s, at the top, at the height of his vernacular, loud and aggressive and unyielding, I think he may have won. But as a 79-year-old, Jew from Vermont, he was too soft, but nonetheless still said some good things. So I hope history is kind on the Bernie. So what do we want to talk about first? Let's fucking jump right in. So here's MarcusConte.com. I have it.com. I am very big and I'm very important. I'm very influential in the news media arena. People now know me. I get attacked on the street. I get accosted. I go to Black Lives Matter and they're like, oh, there's that guy. There's the guy who looks like us but speaks like them. He looks like one of us. He looks like a white black a white Caucasian black sympathizer with his long hair, but he's really a right-wing conspiracy theorist. So, getting recognized on the show. Oh, you see my shirt, man? I got my Casper shirt on. I forgot to show you this shit, man. I love this shirt, man. Fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? Check this out. Casper the Friendly Ghost. The friendliest ghost you'll know. I show you my leg, man. My fucking leg hurts. It hurts. It doesn't hurt that bad. Again, overnight it was a little better, and then over 2 nights it's significantly better. So I didn't break anything, but I definitely think I tore something out. So kindly become a Patreon of this fine channel. LARP news, got a little LARP news coming soon. You'll hear about it. I'm gonna put it up. I just want to make a separate video of that because it's so good and so fucking juicy. So juicy. I'll put that up. And become a Patreon of this channel. Thank you to the fine Patreons, the people that are throwing some coin my way. It's very important, man. I try not to beg. I try not to do the whole show begging with the tip jar out, but it is important. In complete honesty, it's how do you live? How do you survive? How do you live to fight another day if you can't, if you're not making any money, right? And I'm not talking about big money. I'm just talking about, basic contributions so that we can keep this thing going. We are 100% viewer funded. There's no corporate sponsorship. There's no dickheads saying, I'll give you $500 if you tell my stupid story. I don't do that. I won't do it. It's just bullshit, right? I'm not for sale like some of the, like some of the people that people think I'm aligned with or anything. I don't do that shit, right? I work from you. If you give me a donation, I don't suck your dick for it. I don't, there's no favors attached. It's you give so that you can elevate this cause, right? We're doing some great work here. Exposing fake news on the street, New York Post, blowing them up, blowing out the stalkers online. We killed them, man. They're fucking gone, man. Those guys are gone. There's one little stupid channel that still talks about them, but for the most part, they're dead, man. Conte killed, disintegrated those fucks. Those fucks are gone. You want the internet to be safe? Make a PayPal contribution. Plus, the hospital shit and all the other fine work we do, and we surf the news every day. So Mark's Conte reporting. Let's talk about the final Joe Biden VP rankings. So CNN is changing a little bit. I think they chucked the white woman in there just to on their list of 5, just because, so they can't be accused of being racists. Oh yeah, there's a white woman in or Biden saying, oh yeah, we might pick a white woman. We might pick a white. Yeah. We might pick somebody other than a black woman. No. See, Duckworth, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, Gretchen. She's white. 100% chance they're not going to go with Gretchen Whitmer. No fucking way. Just not going to happen, right? So Joe Biden must pick a VP running mate fucking this week before the convention, right? Or else, right? What he's got to do it, right? So here's the picks. Karen Bass, the black from I don't know where, California congresswoman. Who the hell knows who she is? I watched a couple of video clips. She's dry as fucking, dry as the desert. All right? Well, she's black, and she looks like, I don't know, she looks like a black intellectual. Pick her. All right? She has some gaffes regarding the Cuban dictator. She praised Castro. Well, so what? Castro had some good qualities, but mostly bad. Tammy Duckworth, who is not a candidate. This is another. These are throws. These are throws. Yeah. Tammy Duckworth. She's Thai. She was born in Bangkok. She can't become the president. Therefore, you can't appoint her VP, because if Biden dies, Duckworth cannot become the president of the United States. She wasn't born here. She's not qualified to be president of the United States. Therefore, she's not even a contestant. Not even a contestant. Helicopter pilot for Iraq. Now, I didn't make the rule. I didn't make the rule that you have to be American to be you have to have been born in the United States to be president. But that is the rule. That is I guess it's in the Constitution, or it's definitely in the bylaws. You could be a senator, you could be a congressperson, but you can't be president. So Tammy Duckworth's off the fucking table, right? Gretchen Whitmer. No way. She's white. She is white. She's a governor elected in the Midwestern state. She's 48 years old. She looks like she's about 70. I look younger than her. I'm 50s. I'm 56 years old. She looks like she looks like she's like 68. Right? What is it about that? So the other contestant, number 2, Susan Rice. Interestingly, CNN, and number 1 is Kamala Harris. Interestingly, CNN has deleted Elizabeth Warren, the progressive sweetheart. The progressives still got they're still like people like TYT and all that shit. They still got their fingers crossed. Excuse me. CNN, the progressive wing, the dummy Turks, right? The useless Turks are still hedging their bets or crossing their fingers and hoping to die, and that Elizabeth Warren will become the pick. See, Elizabeth Warren, in their eyes, is Bernie Sanders with a vagina, and it just ain't gonna happen, man. You see how they're doing the throw? Oh, we'll give you. You want a white woman? We'll give you Gretchen Whitmer. No, we didn't say we want a white woman. We said we wanted Elizabeth Warren. Now, I'm not saying I want Elizabeth Warren. She's a phony and a turncoat. I don't want her. But a lot of the for lack of a better term, the secular talk guy, and all of them. Young Turks. What was that other kid's name? I can't even remember. That black dude with the earrings, the shit sticking out of his face. I forgot his name, man. All right, but anyway, some of the progressive talking heads are all they're crossing their fingers for Elizabeth Warren, and CNN just stuck the big middle finger at them and said, no, fuck you, you ain't getting no Elizabeth Warren. We don't be hearing about no political corruption, man. That shit is out. That shit is old, man. Let's talk about masks and corona hysteria and how much Trump is a monster. The other contestant is Susan Rice, former Obama talking head, has really no political experience whatsoever, will get demolished, will get destroyed for months on the political stage, right? Look, it's hard to speak when you're being attacked, right? It's a skill. You got to do it every day. I do this shit every day, man. Nobody can fuck with me, man. You can't fuck with me on the street. You say something to me, I tear you a new ass, right? I tear up your fucking ass, man, if you attack me, right? Or you say something stupid, and I'm knowledgeable in current events. But the point is, she is not going to be able to defend herself from the vicious, harsh attack from the Trump administration, right? They're going to kill her. And then she's not a contender. Kamala Harris is probably their best pick because she fits the racist agenda of picking a black woman, right? And most blacks don't follow the politics. They don't know that she was pro locking up blacks in California. They don't know any of that shit. Right? And she's a CNN. This is ridiculous. She was the best. Has the best combination of skills. She's a charismatic candidate and debater. Charismatic. She is the fucking horrible. Like when I was watching the debates, and when she would speak, I would just be like, a head moving sideways, and she'd talk like this, like she's some kind of some kind of authority in California, and all I did for the black people in my world, and oh my gosh, it's so disgusting, man. It said nothing so charismatic. Fuck you, CNN. So those are the picks. So what else we got here? What was this fucking story here? Oh, this is ridiculous. I'll talk to the main story right now. Let's see what we got here. So a Japanese robotic startup has invented a smart mask that translates into 8 languages. The headline doesn't say it's a bullhorn, but it is a bullhorn. Watch this. So let's watch the video because it's pretty good.
Was just there to protect you from the coronavirus? Well, not anymore. Some creative minds have been working to make the mask do far more than just that. Like this smart mask in Japan that can translate from Japanese into 8 different languages.
The audio is a little low, but I hope you can hear that.
It's hot today, too.
This innovative idea is the brainchild of Japanese startup Donut Robotics.
It's hard to hear what customers at the cash register of supermarkets and convenience stores are saying because there are partitions to prevent droplets. By wearing this mask, it can improve these communications by transcribing the conversations on smartphones or delivering the sound of the voices.
See, the technology now piles on top of the poor decision to have everybody wear masks that don't really have any effect. So now you have the piling on of masked hysteria. Now we'll have designer masks that can translate into 8 languages and amplify your voice, right? Now what are we going to do? We're going to have people walking around fucking broadcasting their mouth loud, right? The louder the better. I'd get one, man. I'd get one just so that it could be fucking so loud. Or stick a microphone and put the loudspeaker in your pocket, like fucking loud. Walk into the store. May I have a bottle of orange juice, please? Blow the fucking place up, right? With fucking loud. That would be funny, man. That'd be a funny experiment. Be so loud that you see people like a fire truck just pass, like they got to stick their fingers in their ears. It'd be funny, right? I'll try that shit, man. I'll try it.
So how does it work?
I got a street loudspeaker I used to use on the street that I can use.
The C mask, as it's called, fits over a regular mask and links via Bluetooth to a smartphone or
2 masks. You have to wear 2 masks because the mask that amplifies and translates doesn't actually do anything to help your health. It just amplifies and translates. While the other masks, and now you got 2 masks on. You got a fucking pound of diaper on your face, walking around. Fucking so stupid. Fucking stupid. What about the translator in your hand? I remember we used to have they have translators in your hand. You just talk into it and then you show the other person what it is. Those are commonplace, right? They're very common. I think most phones have that app in it. I don't have it because I don't need it. Or an amplifier, you could have a little bullhorn. Why don't everybody just carry around bullhorns so you can amplify your voice? You don't need the translator, but why double down on a mask? Right? Now that I think about it, it's a stupid idea. It's dumb. It's a dumb idea. Now, I would love to see these Japanese guys make some cash. You know, it's a free enterprise, right? A free market, right? But it's stupid. I bet it weighs like a quarter of a pound, right? It's like you gotta fucking glue it on your face. You gotta glue it to your ears right here. You glue the shit on there, man. Right? Stupid.
tablet application that transcribes speech into text messages. It also makes calls and will boost the mask wearer's voice. Donut Robotics says the mask should be available by September in Japan. In the Indonesian capital, Jakarta, some creative designers have come up with a way to identify the face behind the mask.
Now, this part of it I really like. This is goofy as hell, man. Listen to this, right? What you do, this is a mask, right? That first idea is stupid, right? It's a stupid idea, right? But it's catching on, right? It's catching on. You know, fucking CNN businesses plugging it. The stock will go up. They'll have an IPO making masks that translate. When you don't realize that the translator in your pocket is better, and you can get a portable bullhorn if you really want people to hear what you're saying, right? But this is better. This is making masks and printing your actual face on the mask. Now that's kind of innovative, right? Because if you got to wear a mask, right? How about you smiling, right? Because people are walking around and they don't know if you're smiling or ready to punch them in the face, right? Punch you in the face. All right, so this is pretty cool.
At this print shop, Nicholas C0vld and his employees are printing customers' faces on reusable masks, giving people an opportunity to look like themselves.
Ah, that's very sexy, man. Look at that shit. See, that's good, man. That's good. At least you know what's behind the mask, right? You know what's behind the mask.
Some go as far as printing smiling faces on their masks.
Thanks to the face
Look
mask,
at this shit. Would you walk around the street with that shit on your face? Would you do it? Would you walk around that face? Why don't they stick her fucking tongue out? Uh-oh, we're buffering. Uh-oh, we're buffering. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are buffering. How we doing, man? Let me know if it's going on. Are we buffering? Are we buffering? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I'm not going to speak if we're buffering. I'm not going to speak. What did I say? What did I say? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I say? What did I do? Intermission. Playing music. Please stand by. Attack. Attack. We are under attack. We are under attack because we spoke derogatorily about a fake mask. We are under attack. Attack from the YouTube. The YouTube robot. The YouTube robot is attacking us. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good, man. That's how we're gonna handle that bullshit now from now on. So here's the most ridiculous fucking thing you ever seen, right? This is crazy, right? So let's watch it.
Like you're sick.
Here in the Jordanian capital, Amman, Chef Omar Satawi is using...
So that's two, right? Two. That's one. One have a robot mask. That's fucking so ridiculous. And here's the other one. The next one was have your own face on the mask. This guy is making biodegradable masks out of eggplant.
Eggplants to make biodegradable masks. Satawi uses the peels from
Sakawi.
It is a somewhat tedious process. A single peel could take up to 2 weeks to be turned into a mask. Satawi says the whole idea was to put a positive spin on mask wearing. He's working with Jordanian designers
Next they'll have hemp.
and Princess Naila Assem, who are using their skills to add what they call character to the masks.
So it's basically going to be something like this.
That is disgusting. It looks like death.
Might be here to stay at least for a while longer, but some innovators seem determined to make it worth our while.
So what you're doing is you're breathing through an eggplant, a hardened, almost piece of leather. You're breathing through leather, fucking vegetable, dried out vegetable, and the mask. What the hell is going on? Where is the science behind that? Where's the science behind wearing an eggplant on your face? Like CNN. Wow, it's fucking crazy. I mean, this even a year ago, if you thought we'd be talking about these stories, someone would have said, if you would have told somebody we're talking about wearing an eggplant on your face, or wearing a translator on your face, or fucking, a loudspeaker because no one can hear you through the spit glass. People would have said you're fucking crazy. What are you doing? That's not. What are you looking? What crystal ball are you looking at? But here we are talking about it. So I just wanted to mention again this. Trump fired back on this. U.S. intelligence. If Trump wins, Russia did it. If Biden wins, it was China and Iran. I talked about this yesterday. I'm not going to get into it. I will read this brilliant quote by the author Caitlin Johnstone. says mass media throughout the Western world are uncritically passing along a press release from the U.S. intelligence agency community because that's what passes for journalism in a world where God is dead and everything is stupid. Oh, God is dead. I don't think God ever was, but that's for you to decide. God is. What is God? God is everything. God is everything and nothing and all of. God is unexplainable. God is the universe. God is the universal life force, the energy. Right? It's all around us. You don't have to believe it's there, but it is there. It can't not be there. Because if we are here, then it is there, or it is here. God is. That's the definition of God. God, good orderly direction, right? But is that sort of thing dead? Yeah, I would say that when you disconnect from nature, you're basically declaring God dead. When you're detaching yourself from truth by making up a bunch of lies, by supporting the lie because someone is paying you to do it, then God is dead. To you, God is dead. You've lost your center. You've lost your center of balance. And when you start doing that, when you start lying and making up shit, like for example, the best examples are in the LARP community, where there's characters that will make up fake stories about people and just try to run these fake stories. Right? There's consequences to that. Not consequences to the other person, consequences to you, because you're throwing off your balance, and that constant lying is toxic. So, is God dead? Yeah. Is everything stupid? Yeah, it is. It's just things are getting very, very stupid, But anyway, so yesterday, Kaylan Johnstone brought to our attention that if Trump wins, Russia did it. If Biden wins, it was China and Iran. So today, the White House, Trump fires back. Chinese hackers targeting U.S. election infrastructure. White House advisor warns. Where is the evidence? Just more bullshit. So you got the CIA saying, the quote intelligence, NSA, the Central Intelligence, right, are saying this bullshit based on no evidence, no facts, that China supports Biden and Russia supports Trump. So on that notion, Trump is actually doubling down and supporting that belief that not only does China want me not to win, but they're going to hack. They're hackers targeting the election infrastructure, of course, to make Trump lose. This is insanity, right? This is insane fucking rhetoric, right? It's not. There's no facts. There's no evidence. There's no logic to it, right? It's because we don't have free and fair elections, so you have to manufacture the consent before the cheat. The fix is in. The Democrats, the fix is in for Biden. Get him in there, right? And the Republicans, the fix is in for Trump. Most of them. Who's going to out-cheat who to steal the White House for 4 more years? Who's going to do it, right? It's who's cheating? It's a who's who of cheating, right? And the blame game. Oh yeah, China. Right? If Biden wins, then it's because Trump will turn around and say, oh, it's because China hacked the election, right? And is it ridiculous for Trump to say China hacked the election? It's as ridiculous as Trump to say China hacked the election as it is for the Democrats to say Russia hacked the election. And Trump knows that. Trump is just an opportunist. Trump is not your friend. He never was. He's funny. He speaks truth, but he's not your friend. He's the friend of the billionaires. He knows who got him in there, and he knows his alliances very well. If he wants to win again, he must suck the dick. He must bend over backwards and have people like Bill Gates ram his ass if he wants to get reelected. He has to make some sort of powerful alliances, or the powerful alliances are going to line up to get rid of him, because all they care about is their alliance with the president, so that they can make more money. So Trump's full of shit there. I even forgot what I was talking about. Chinese hackers. Yeah, okay, right, Trump. Yeah, good. So this is interesting right here. New York's, we had always said that the hospitals, the New York hospitals, were dropping the ball, intubating everybody, stuffing rubber hoses up people's noses so that they could breathe. And meanwhile, the rubber hose treatment was killing people. Intubation by forcing a tube through a ventilator, pressing air into the lungs was a mistake. It was actually killing people, right? Because they were treating a respiratory problem when it wasn't a respiratory problem. It was something else. Right? And we found that out through all the fine doctors that have since been smeared and driven offline. Right? All those doctors that we looked at. Are we buffering? Are we allowed to speak? Are we allowed to speak, or do we have to play music again? I think we're allowed to speak. So listen to this. New York's largest hospital network had to buy garden hoses to fix ventilators, says a book. Some book. At one point during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, staffers at the New York's largest hospital network were forced to shop at a hardware store for garden hoses to make the ventilators they had received from the state actually work, according to a new book. What's the name of the book? Who wrote the book? New York Post. I'll always lean on the New York Post because they've got their feelers. I don't look at their first-hand accounts, their eyewitness accounts, like the junkies all over New York, that lying bullshit stories that they're running. But I will look at something like this because they could find out the details. They have a whole staff of people that could find out details. Did New York hospitals actually go out and buy garden hoses from hardware stores? Probably. I don't think it's that unbelievable. But are there junkies sprawled, hundreds of junkies urinating and shooting drugs all over Manhattan? No. There's a couple of them. There's quite a number of them. Are they concentrated on the Upper West Side? Absolutely not. Are they concentrated on the area below Times Square where most tourists would gather? No, not at all. Are they gathered behind Penn Station? Penn Station on 34th Street by the library. Yeah, there's a whole fucking culture going on there, right? I don't even go over there. I mean, I'm gonna probably have to go there and look from a distance, but I'm not getting involved in that shit, man. That is some crime going on over there. Why don't you talk about that, New York Post? Why don't you talk about the crime at Penn Station? And stop trying to manipulate the real estate prices by targeting the Upper West Side and the area right below Times Square. So anyway, so I don't know what this story is about, but let's continue. This experience had many others resulted in Northwell Health seeking to buy its own medical supply company. So it never again has to rely on China or other governments for vital goods like vents, scrubs, and masks. That was a hell of an irony, right? A hell of a discovery is that all our masks, scrubs, and ventilators came from China. You want to start a war with China, and then you can't get the shit that you need in your own country. You can't get scrubs, you can't get medications, you can't get all that shit, right? So apparently, I don't want to read all this. Do I believe it? Yeah, they were printing 3D parts, and it just shows you how fucked up the shit was, right? How fucked up it was. Remember, the story I'm going to do this week about the refrigerator trucks that were allegedly there to store dead bodies, the morgues on the street. That's a blunder, right? Why are you putting morgues out where people... I mean, it's just you couldn't put it somewhere else. You couldn't pick a room and refrigerate the room. No, they did it right on the street because they're morons. They're idiots, right? All right. So it's not hard to believe that they were using hoses to I'm done with this story. It's a stupid story. Barr. This is good. This is ridiculous, really. Barr. U.S. facing new form of urban guerrilla warfare driven by leftists' lust for power. Lust. That's William Barr, right? The lust I lust for power. I lust for power. He's a real poker player. This guy is hard to figure out, man. He's like, yeah, I'll say whatever Trump wants me to say, but I got my own opinions, man. I got my own shit going on, man. The United States is grappling with a new form of urban guerrilla warfare driven by the left's lust for power, said Attorney General William Barr. He told Life, Liberty, and Levin on Sunday, discussing the ongoing Black Lives Matter riots rippling through several United States cities. Barr told host Mark Levin that the organization, which has been characterized by the media as a fed-up activist group, is comprised of Bolsheviks. What the fuck, man? This is more stupidity. Bolsheviks, a member of the majority faction of the Russian Socialist Democratic Party, which was named, you deserve a burp for that, Bolsheviks, which was renamed the Communist Party after seizing power in October. Now, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to the Black Lives Matter, but not so much the Black Lives Matter people, but the Antifa. Get it right. Don't smear Black Lives Matter with the wrong smear. Smear Black Lives Matter with the correct smear, that they're a bunch of racists, and they call everybody else a racist. All right, that blacks come first. They want blacks. They want black. What's it called? I forgot what I was going to say. They want black privilege, like white privilege. They want black privilege. That's what Black Lives Matter is all about. Redefining blacks, reparations, giving them money. That's what Black Lives Matter is about. They're not about Bolsheviks. That's Antifa, you dummy. You got the two groups wrong. There's two very distinctive groups working together. Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Haven't we already discovered that? Haven't we already determined that that's what's going on through their rallies, through their wave of violence and looting and breaking shit? With a focus on the same form of socialism, communism, Bolsheviks. They are a revolutionary group that is interested in some form of socialism, communism. What form? Which form? Which form are you talking about? The old form, the new form, a form of democratic socialism where we have social programs for needy people? Is that what you're talking about, Barr? Talk about the radicalness. Talk about the violence. Talk about the attacks on statues and all that shit. Barr compared the nationwide riots organized by Antifa, all right, now you got it, to a new form of urban guerrilla warfare. Okay, first he attacks Black Lives Matter, but you have to separate those two. That's the only issue I would take. Is Antifa involved in a new form of urban guerrilla warfare? Oh, definitely. They're not even shy about it. They say it. That we're not telling you, we're not threatening you with what comes next. We are telling you what comes next. That we will continue at any expense, right? By any means. They're saying it. So they are a form of guerrilla warfare. Can you call them domestic terrorists? Probably. The way the guerrilla hides out among the people as a fish in the ocean, what they do is they are essentially shielding themselves or shrouding themselves in First Amendment activity, he explained. Quote, they go into the demonstrations, which are exercising First Amendment activity, and they insinuate themselves in there to shield themselves. That's where they swim. And what they do is they hijack these demonstrations and they provoke violence. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true, William Barr is saying. Read it again. They go into the demonstrations, which are exercising First Amendment activity. True. And they insinuate, that's the wrong word. They stick themselves in there to shield themselves, right? That's where they swim. And what they do is they hijack the demonstrations and then they provoke violence. Yes, That's precisely what Antifa is doing to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter arguably is the bulk of the largest demonstrations, 90% of it. And then you got these domestic terrorists or urban guerrilla warfare guys sticking themselves in there. Is there agenda Bolsheviks to some degree? Yeah, Antifa is on the record saying that they are a form of communism, socialism. That's what they want, right? So that's true too. But Black Lives Matter never utters any of that. Black Lives Matter is just is ultra American, but super racist, which they'll never get any footing. Only in a racist, around racists. Racists love that shit. Racist blacks love Black Lives Matter. Racist whites love Black Lives Matter, right? The racist whites who think blacks are superior or need, all this crazy shit. I'm getting bored with these stories, right? So this is just, right? So again, the headline: U.S. facing new form of urban guerrilla warfare. It's not so new, William Barr. Thank you for your very eloquent description right here. Very eloquent description of how. Now, I told you this months ago, and then why is William Barr, the AG, now telling you? Why is he now telling you when I told this to you on the ground when I was trailing them that this is not Black Lives Matter, that they're being infiltrated by Antifa. They're being infiltrated by antagonists. They get in there and they move around, and then they take the tail end of the rally and turn it violent. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. So thank you, William Barr, for your 3-month late diagnostics about what's going on with Antifa. And you didn't even get it right. You blame Black Lives Matter for Antifa's nonsense. So this guy's pretty cool. I love this kid, man. This is the new Tiger Woods, man. Colin Morikawa, 23, stunningly wins the PGA Championship. Now, that's big. He beat everybody. Tiger Woods was on the stage, right? And Paul Casey. I don't know golfers, but let's just watch the video. He's got some great shots, man. This guy's fucking awesome. So here he is.
I have two questions. One, simple one.
He's half Japanese, by the way.
Your number on 16. What was the actual distance with the driver there?
I want to say it was 278 front, 294 hole. My ball went 291. Exactly how I played it. Yeah, I mean, it just had to be a normal driver for me. I didn't have to do anything special.
So he wins.
You've got
I don't really want to hear him talk. I want to watch him play.
Me
Watch.
To take it
There's a piece of him playing.
Maybe we should start coming trickled in. I'm 20. I love it. I play with a bunch of guys that love the sport.
Oh, it's not on here. So let me just read, and then I'll show you the clip of him shooting. It was a shot Colin Morikawa will never forget, nor will anyone who witnessed it, especially those who were most affected by it, beginning with the 23-year-old author of the shot, who won the PGA Championship because of it, and including those whose dreams were vanquished by it. So he was not expected to win, and he won in the last moments. Right? This is a rising star, man. You're gonna hear a lot about this guy. Morikawa, tied for the lead, seized the moment by driving the green on the 294-yard par 4 16th hole, making the eagle putt to give himself a 2-shot lead he would never relinquish. So he made a shot 294 feet. Try to hit a golf ball 100 yards and see where it goes. Try to swing a golf club and get it accurate even 50 yards away. This guy hit the ball 294 feet with remarkable accuracy. Tiger Woods can do it too, but a lot of times they don't swing through, only if he's desperate. This guy pulled out all the punches, right? Because to try to get a hole-in-one or try to get on the green in one shot is very risky. 294 yards away, they try to get it halfway there, and then they get it the other halfway. They take 2 shots because it's more accurate. But here he swings through and gets a 2-shot lead. So it's pretty brilliant. He pulled it off in the last moments. He wasn't dominating the thing at all. He won in the last moment. So let's watch a little bit of. If you're hearing of this guy for the first time, Morikawa.
likes to droop it from left to right when he's at his best.
It's got a nice swing, man. It's got a nice swing. Bada bing, right on the green. Let's watch some more shots. There's one where he hits the pole.
Yes.
Bang. Watch this shot. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, it's right. Oh my goodness! I want my money back.
Whoa, that was a hole in one.
Wow.
It's got a good swing.
Another beautiful looking pass.
Come on. Be the right club. Be the right club.
Nice little high five word. Oh my goodness! What are these guys up to? He's hit the pin.
This guy's awesome.
Right in the heart.
I like the pins. That's a nice effect right there. 118-yard shot. That's not hard to. This guy's fucking awesome, man. So you think it's luck, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just it's
Look for
just
this for a little
it's just
fade,
got the
aiming at the
perfect
left
swing.
bunkers.
Man.
He likes it.
Spectacular shot from
He's just
Morikawa.
one after another, one after another.
In from that angle.
So,
The best in the world, right? That's a pretty good shot too.
Nice nudge.
Very, very hard
Keeps
to
feeding.
do. So there he is, man. I'll leave it there, man.
Well,
This guy's. Want to watch another one?
And he's done it. The young man, 23 years of age. Kenny Birdie, the last to do something special.
Oh wait, I think they watch him win. Well, let's watch him win. Fuck it. Let's watch him win, man. Fucking put some music on.
Gave it a great go.
Whoa.
Could it be? 24 feet, 3 inches. Where did we find these two guys?
That guy came
My
to win.
goodness.
That's what that says. He's like, I know I'm not supposed to win, but I came here to win, man. Fuck you.
It's a beautiful looking shot in the air.
Fuck are you?
Oh,
Absolutely piped it.
fantastic again.
It's just, how many shots in a row is he going to do, man? How many? Oh, you motherfucker. That hurt.
22 straight made cuts. Missed his first cut 2 weeks ago. Took a week off and straight back in the winner's circle.
One
Colin
miss out of all
Morikawa,
those shots,
second
man.
win on the PGA Tour.
You gotta love him.
Great exhibition of tee to green
Winner,
golf.
there he is, the winner.
of the last
So
hour and a
even in
half.
the final, he still won, even with that shitty shot.
Similar
So.
club.
So anyway, man, Morikawa. Congratulations, man. How long are we going already? We're well into this. The black millennial mayor who tore down his city's white monuments. So here over in Virginia, where the original Confederate capital. The original Federation capital was Virginia during the Civil War, and here's a monument of William E. Lee. Is that his name? William E. Lee? I forget his name. Robert E. Lee. Yeah, Robert E. Lee, the Confederate. What was he? The leader? My brain is fucking fried right now. Confederate general, right? He was the general. He wasn't the president. He was the Confederate general. So look at the picture. The picture speaks volumes. Look at what they did to General Lee. Is this justified? Is this how much fucking tarnish and graffiti does it? You know what? It occurs to me. Does it add? Does the modern graffiti add to the monument or not? Does it say, fuck you, I'm up here, fuck you down there? I don't care what you think, I'm higher than you. My horse is shitting on your head, damn it. Does the graffiti add to the monument or does it subtract? I don't know about that. I think they're pretty powerful statements. The multicolors, the same lingo that we've been seeing all over the country. Fuck the police, fuck 12, whatever that means. AC, all cops are bastards. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I can't go to those rallies anymore. I can't listen to those idiots anymore. Right? Learn a new tune. Right? Learn a new tune. Say blacks are special. Blacks are special. Say something else, man. Just you got to keep it. You got to humor. You got to keep me at my attention, man, because you're losing us. You're losing me. Black Lives Matter. Antifa too. Why don't you go break some shit, man, so we can report on it. Go break some stuff, man. That's what you're good at, right? Fucking William Barr's on your ass. Go out and crash some windows, man. That was fun. We liked watching that. We thought that you were going to do something important in this country, but it turns out all you are is a bunch of hypocritical vandals hijacking a bunch of uppity blacks, or actually very, very heads in the sand kind of blacks. No Black Lives Matter spoke out against Antifa hijacking their rallies, right? They just went along with it because it brought attention to their cause. Without Antifa breaking stuff, nobody would have been talking about Black Lives Matter too much longer. They don't care 1 million people in the street. Who cares? Who cares? Walk 1 million people in the street. What do we care, right? Tomorrow there'll be nobody on the street. Right? But when you start bashing stuff, that's what Antifa did, right? So Antifa, get out there and stop breaking stuff, man, because that's your real claim to fame. That's all you're really good for. That's all you're really worth is to break stuff. Right? Come into a white neighborhood calling everybody a racist because you think that because they don't conform to your version of whiteness or blackness. That's racist. Right? Get out there, right? And they got their agenda, I know. So anyway, I don't know. I guess this is the guy, LeVar Stoney, addresses a crowd. No, that isn't the guy. So I don't know what the story's about, but there's some sort of. I just like the picture. I just like the picture. It's like this. I think these are pro-American protesters pointing out that the mayor, right? The black millennial mayor allowed this shit to happen. All right. What else we got? Give me a good story, man. Give me a real story, man. How San Francisco Democrats took over the country. Yeah. There's truth to this story, too. This is Politico plugging Kamala Harris. That's what this is all about, right? They want Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, I would say at this point, my bet is it'll be Kamala Harris, because she's the most visible. She has name recognition because she was on the stage. She has a chance now to she was one of Biden's worst attackers. But Tulsi Gabbard, there's clips of Tulsi Gabbard tearing her a new ass. And you know Trump is going to be using that. Trump, you watch, if Kamala Harris is the pick, you're going to have round-the-clock Tulsi Gabbard clips attacking Kamala Harris. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. The truth is the truth. If what Tulsi Gabbard is saying about Kamala Harris is inaccurate, then so what? It doesn't matter, right? You know, you could smear people with lies, but that only, again, as I said earlier, that only throws off your balance. That makes you more corrosive, right? That's why I am so powerful. That's why people like me who tell the truth are so powerful, because there's nothing holding me back. That's why I have to be censored. That's why I have to be stopped. That's why I have to be shut down on the street, because the truth is so fucking powerful. It's so powerful. I don't need a bullhorn, man. I don't need a bullhorn. I don't need a fucking bullhorn mask translator to get my point across, because I'm armed with the truth. And when you're armed with the truth, nothing can stop you, motherfuckers. I'm going too deep now. So Kamala Harris is probably the pick. She's from San Francisco. Guess who else is from San Francisco? Nancy. Nervous Nancy Pelosi. So it is probably some truth to San Francisco Democrats getting a little momentum. And let's end here. Bernie Sanders. Saint Bernie. Holy Bernie. Talks about taxing the billionaires in the pandemic. Is he right? Is Bernie right? Let's give him his 2 minutes of fame.
What a rigged economy is about. During the last 4 to 5 months during the pandemic, over 30 million Americans have lost their jobs. Many of them are struggling to put food on their table. They're worried about evictions. They're worried about being able to pay for health care. That's the reality for working families all across this country. But during this pandemic, there is another reality, and that is that the top 467 billionaires in this country, a handful of people, a few hundred people, have seen their wealth increase by over $700 billion.
Has he spoken anything but truth thus far? Has he spoken a single word of, is there any confusion to what he's saying thus far? No. It's all fucking true. Struggling Americans and 474 billionaires accumulating $7 billion, $700 billion in new wealth in 4 months during the pandemic. That, my friends, is disgusting.
I'm talking about Jeff Bezos. I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg. I'm talking about people who are already phenomenally rich during this pandemic becoming much richer. So what I have done is to bring forth a pandemic wealth tax. And that tax says that during a time when so many people are hurting and suffering, the very, very, very rich should not be becoming much richer. And what we do with that 60% tax on increased wealth during the pandemic, just the last 4 or 5 months, what we do with that tax is we make sure that all people in America during this pandemic have health care, and that nobody, whether you have private insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, whatever, that nobody will pay any out-of-pocket expenses for the health care they need for the next year. So we tell a handful of billionaires who become phenomenally richer, yeah, you're going to have to pay more in taxes so that everybody in America will be able to go to a doctor when they need without any out-of-pocket expenses. I hope you will support that legislation. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Bernie. Thank you very much. So I'm not gonna litigate Bernie Sanders anymore. I'm just gonna hold him at face value with what he says, and I couldn't agree more. I think that in times of trouble, people are profiteering from disaster. You know, it's almost like price gouging. It's like people are dying because there's no water, and you got pricks selling bottled water for $5 a shot. Right? That's fucked up. That's not the American way, right? So I like what Bernie is saying. If billionaires made all of this coin during the pandemic, why not just give a little bit back? Give back what you made. You're still richest motherfuckers in the world, but why not just give back the money that you skimmed, all the money that you made, right? That's all I'm saying. So there you have it, man. So Mark's Conte reporting. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Love you guys. Love what we're doing here, man. I love this, man. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else right now. Despite the shit that I take and getting beat up on the street and all the fucking names I've been called and fucking stupid the idiots that make up lies about you, right? I still do it, man. This is I signed up for this shit, man. Right? You can say whatever you want about me, man. I'm protected by the truth. So thank you. 2 days take Alafa, Andrew Canavan. Andrew Canavan, Bebop is here. Bill West, my brother. I love Bill West's commentary. I look forward to Bill West. Read Bill West on the Marcus Conte board. Chris Milk. Hey Bill, do you post elsewhere too, or just here? I'm curious. Christian Lifetime, New York City. George's son. We still know who George is. Harkview Cinema. If it's Monday, today's Monday. It's Monday. Tonight is Monday night. You should definitely go over, man. We hang out. We watch movies at Harkview Cinema, and it's really fun. It's a retro movie night every Monday at Harkview Cinema. Lots of fun, right? We talk. We're in the chat. Everybody's in the chat, chatting away, right? Just like here. Her pooper, JB, Jason Walsh, Me So Hungry. Nathan Purvis is with us today. Papa Bear, no fucks. Papa Bear, no fucks. All right. Quantum Epic. Rand the musician, is here. Raymond Duncan, my brother. And Sterling Price. How you doing, man? Sterling Price in the Midwest, hailing from Missouri. is here on the wrench. Thank you, Sterling and Vinny D. Martini on the wrench, the enforcer. Thank you guys for what you do. That what is here, and Weevil Boy, who's actually a girl. Weevil Boy is actually a girl. That shit is fucked up, man. That shit is fucked up. It's not fucked up, really, right? But you call yourself a boy. You got a boy name, and but you're really a girl, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I like this song.
Over the weekend. Paul,
Yeah.
you have an electric bike, right?
I have an electric bicycle. That's right. It's about as close as I get to a Harley Davidson, but it's interesting. So
I hear it's the gateway.
Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us.
that could be exactly right. But it was just amazing to see that video there. People got, it's a first really big mass gathering in the U.S. since the beginning of the pan virus, and as Dave was suggesting, we'll see how that reacts or the kind of the fallout, if any, over the next couple of weeks. Bloomberg Stocks editor Dave Wilson, thanks so much for that. Harley Davidson again up 1.5%. Right now, let's head down to Washington, D.C. Let's get some world and national headlines with Nathan Hager.